fought between gods, both the benevolent prime deities and evil betrayer gods, and mortals, left most of the population of the burgeoning continent dead. Feeling that it was their interference in the lives of mortals that caused this war, the gods closed themselves off from their mortal creations in an event known as the Divergence, closing what is commonly referred to as the Age of Arcana. Over the following centuries, empires rose and fell. And over the last few centuries, the politics of the people of Tal'Dorei remained fairly peaceful. Between 170 and 190 years ago, depending on the history books you read, a group of heroes emerged from the small city of Stilbed, known as Vox Machina. They thwarted the first known cooperative action of chromatic dragons known as the Chroma Conclave, and kept an ancient betrayer god from ascending to his true power, although, because of the accounts of these history books, they're also confused as to which one it was. The success of this group of heroes led to many of the cities of Tal'Dorei searching for their own Vox Machina-style groups with varying levels of success. This hero worship has perpetuated over the last century and a half, and as this has continued, people's distrust in larger institutions like government has waned. The general feeling around Tal'Dorei is that even though during these calamities that Vox Machina lost many lives, that somehow this was a golden age of the individual and government working together towards a common goal. A few days ago, the human wizard and ally, an honorary member of Vox Machina, Allura Vysoren, finally passed away. With powerful magic, she was able to live over 2 human lifetimes to extend her service to the continent. Not only was she a hero on the front lines, but through tireless service on the Council of Tal'Dorei and the Arcana Pensophical, she managed to keep a working alliance between the magic users and governing bodies of the capital city of Amon and beyond. With her passing, the last public-facing member of this age of heroes begins to fade into memory, and like Vox Machina before her, myth. Tensions have begun to rise between major races of humans and the less populous races. Dwarves and elves have begun to withdraw back to their separate enclaves. But today, Amon is draped in the colors and the crest of the Council of Tal'Dorei, green, gold, and silver. For Allura's funeral, and for at least one more day, people are united by remembrance of their heroes and of the new millennium. Welcome to 1000 PD and Tal'Dorei. I need somebody to go ahead and roll a d4 for me to see who we get introduced to first.
We got a 2.
2. Moving to... Camera flies over Amon. Heads to the
What's the camera?
northern quadrant. Piece of technology that will soon be invented. We go to the temple district, where in Amon, most of the temples dedicated to the gods rest and reside. And we zoom in, and if we could have a physical description of Mike's character.
All right. Well, before you see a tiefling. He's got red skin. The color of red that you see on a morning, those rare mornings when you see the sun rising, and that red when the sky's red, that kind of red. So not devilish, but kind of like that. And with like yellowy orange eyes, like you would see on fire. And also matching that color, his veins are that orangey yellow color, kind of popping out like blue veins on pale skin. Almost like you'd see the fire flowing through his veins. Black hair, slicked back, and black horns that kind of jut out from the temples, up and out, and then the two tips point back at each other. I guess you don't really need to know the height, but he's about 5'11", 165 pounds, slightly smaller than me. But yeah, that's what you see. And do you want me to give my name? Or?
Well, as we see kind of the temple of the goddess Sarenrae, goddess of second chances of life, you see kind of this small man approach you in robes, bald, blue-eyed, probably in his like early to mid 70s. What are you doing in the Temple of Samurai?
Well, my character will walk in and try to find someone who's close and try to see, kind of get an overview of the temple itself.
Yeah. So he, as you enter the temple, he kind of adjusts his glasses. You see like these huge, like magnified eyes. He goes, Tiefling, it's been a while since I've seen somebody like you here. Welcome to the Temple of Saturday. Please, the dais is just over here. You look down the aisle. It's kind of flanked like a early any Catholic church, just like surrounded by pews, and then towards the front there's the dais. You here for any reason? It's not often that we get to see people like you here.
Yes, I actually am. I've come for various reasons, but I'd really like to get a layout of the church and just see how big this place is.
Oh, well, you're looking at it. It's not very large. It's probably about 10 rows of pews on either side. Again, the dais kind of towards the front. There's a small door next to the dais there, where you can assume is the priest's quarters. And he goes, this is it. It's humble, but it serves us well, and it serves Saren very well.
Very well. I appreciate that. Is there a headmaster here?
Oh, he looks around. Me.
Very good. My name is Zephin. What's your?
Zephin, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is a normal name. I have a completely normal name. My name is Alvin.
Alvin.
Yes.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. And I reach out my hand.
He kind of gingerly takes your hand into. It's a warmer reception than you received since you've been in Amman. Having only been here for 12, 13 hours. You've gotten a lot of side-eye glances, despite Amman being kind of one of the most multiracial cities in the entirety of Tal'Dorei. The reception you've had has not been the warmest. So having this guy reach out to you is different from what you've encountered.
Alvin, I have to ask.
Yes.
Are you accepting of new people coming to the temple and assisting any way they can? Maybe be it a monk or a cleric or a paladin of any sort. Are you actively bringing people into the?
Smile is warm, and he says, "The arms of Saturday are welcoming to everyone. So of course, are you interested in beginning service here?"
Not myself. I can't say that I am one of a follower of any god, but I do seek out knowledge. So maybe I can be converted, but
Of course.
it's not necessarily for me.
Of course. Well, if there is anything else you need, I'm just going to head back into my office and get a little work
I
done.
appreciate that. I'm going to take you up on that if I need you.
Very good. He takes off.
I just like to look around. So compared to what I've seen before, is this grander?
A little bit.
Mhm.
The temple is fairly humble. By it's not like what you've seen in like Vasselheim, where like this huge church kind of, or where religion like rules the day. In this district, kind of comparatively to the other temples, they're roughly the same size.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll go over there immediately and
Yeah.
Just ask him one more thing.
Yeah. Just as he's kind of opening the door, he looks back.
Wait, Alvin.
Oh yes.
Wait a second. I have one question. I just
you see him
popped in my mind.
He kind of jumps a little bit.
I hear that there is going to be a funeral of some sort.
He kind of just looks at you, like, again, he adjusts his spectacles. He like kind of takes them off and offers them to you. He's like, "Have you looked around the city? It's completely covered in the council's colors."
I suppose it's a bad question, a poor way of putting it.
He just
But
adjusts and he kind of giggles a little bit.
do you know anything about the woman who was
Oh, she was a champion of the people. She reached across religion, across magic and non-magic. She made her presence felt for the commoner and for the rich, and she will be missed. It's a different. We're entering a different time here.
And was she involved with this temple of Sarenrae at all?
Oh, not so much. No.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Is that all? I
Absolutely, yeah. Get back to your paperwork.
Okay, enjoy the temple.
What you need to do.
He just kind of closes the door behind him. If you need, he opens it. Oh, if you need anything, just knock. But please, I'm trying to enjoy my tea.
I'll try to figure it out myself. I appreciate it.
Okay, so you have the temple to yourself.
I have the temple to myself. I suppose I'd like to go to... Is there like a statue of Sarenrae anywhere?
Yeah. So it's again up front there, like where the dais is. It's the typical kind of setup, like a golden statue to her, with her crest, arms just kind of held, hands held open.
Okay. I will take a knee.
Yep.
At the statue. And just kind of put my hands together like I've seen other people do.
Sure.
And Sarenrae, I've come a long way for this. I hope you can see that I'm trying. And I am putting forth an effort to prove that I'm ready. And then I'll check my pocket.
Yeah, immediately you feel this like little motion kind of in your front pocket, and the head of a mouse pops out, kind of looks up at you, and it actually just kind of skitters out of your pocket, kind of hits the church floor, and just starts beelining it towards the door. As that happens, you kind of see the white of the fur kind of transform and turn this kind of reddish orange color.
I follow.
He's just taking off down the
I
aisle.
follow.
So he like squeezes kind of under the doorway to the church, and he starts just kind of running down the street. Probably get 2 or 3 blocks, and he just veers left down an alley.
I go.
So as you start to approach the alley, you hear children's voices, but it sounds like there's a few who are probably picking on somebody else. You just hear some like slurs being thrown around. You hear these kids. It sounds like bullying.
Okay.
Is what it sounds like.
Okay. Is that near? Well, it's near enough that I can hear.
Yeah, it's near enough that you can hear it.
So I'd like to, before I go down that alley, I'd like to go over to that group of kids.
Yeah, they're like, that's where you're hearing it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That's where they are, yeah.
Perfect. Can I see what the kids look like?
Roll perception.
I can't see anything. 4.
I go blind.
You've never seen anything ever.
5, actually.
No, it's, you see there's 3 kids kind of standing over another one. There's one that's facing you that seems to be like a half orc, like who's a little bit bigger, still a child, but fairly big, and a couple humans that are standing over. You can't really get a glimpse of like who's on the ground, and the half orc is like kind of kicking whatever's on the ground, and the humans are just like laughing and pointing and being little shits.
Are there any like torches around or anything in this alley?
No, I mean
It's not lit up
it's
at
middle
all?
of the day, so you can see it. It's not lit.
Okay, I'd like to get closer.
Sure.
And if I can, kind of look big, so like kind of push the shoulders forward.
Okay.
And I'd like to use my thaumaturgy
This guy's huge.
Yeah.
to make my voice booming.
Okay. Okay.
And it's going to be, I'm just going to say, get away from whatever you're doing now, or whatever you're kicking now.
He's about to go full Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, roll.
And my eyes are
He's
gonna be
about to
like
fucking murder a bunch of
flaming
kids.
red.
Yeah, roll intimidation with advantage.
Actually 15, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, well, they're children, so it's
Okay, like, you know what? First enemy defeated.
yeah, you get 2 experience points. Congratulations.
Nice.
I'm ready.
So you come around the corner with kind of the thaumaturgy. It's like the air, like it gets dark kind of around you. Your eyes glow red. Even your little mouse compatriot seems to he puffs up a little bit, just kind of adding to the intimidation. Immediately, like the biggest kid looks up and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then he grabs 2 kids and they just take off running down the alley.
Okay, good. And what did they leave behind?
Just the corpse of this child that they were kicking the shit.
Corpse?
No, it's a.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I changed that first.
It's a different world. This kid is dead.
Strong start.
No, but there is a the kids kind of take off around the back of the building, and they just leave this guy. He's only got 1 leg, just a human child, but obviously he's very messy, probably from the slums to the south of the city. And he just kind of looks up at you. The same fear in his eyes. It's just that he's not going anywhere.
I drop the diamond.
He's still just kind of
I kick him. No.
staring at you. He goes, "Please don't kick me."
Start holding the knuckle
I
sandwich.
I reach out my hand.
I call him Eileen.
He just kind of he recoils from you for a minute.
It's
but
okay,
then
John. You can.
he reaches out
I'm
and
here
takes
now.
your hand, kind of labors to get up. Once he stands up, he's only 3.5, 4 feet tall. This kid's probably 8 or 9 years old. He's just a small child.
And he goes,
What?
"Thank you.
My name is Zephyr.
Zephyr.
What's your name?
My name is Stephen.
Stephen.
It's good to meet you. Thank you.
That's 2
Thank you
regular
for your
names in a
help.
row.
What happened
No,
here?
that's not regular.
What happened?
What happened?
I don't know. The kids came around and they beat me up. They took me. I only had a silver piece to my name and they took it and they ran. But they didn't like. They called me One Leg. They called me Peggy.
Eileen.
They
Called you Eileen.
They called me Eileen.
I'm gonna drop to one knee and kind of get eye level with him. If not even shorter.
Yeah, he's kind of again, just kind of laboring to get up. So he's on.
And I'm gonna look at him and just say, well, you know what? They're probably just making fun of you because they're scared of you, or they're intimidated by you.
You see him kind of puff his chest out a bit. And he goes,
You said you had 1 silver piece.
I did. It's gone.
Well, I'll tell you what. And I'm going to
Give him all
do the little magic trick that you do to kids, where you put a coin in your hand
Yeah.
and then pull it out from behind your ear. And I go, why don't you keep this?
He just grabs it.
But you don't tell anyone that you have this.
Of course not.
I don't need them taking that. This is for you, not for them.
Okay.
And
Okay?
he just kind of puts it in his
And I-
pocket. And he he had crutches, but they were thrown kind of the sides of the alley. And these kids obviously just took them and just whipped them before they started.
Is it
Beating
within,
his ass.
how far away is it?
Oh, it's 6 feet away from him.
I'd like to unfurl my tail
Okay.
and grab it with my tail and bring
Yeah.
it to him.
He's just
That's so cool. Can you teach me how to do
You
that?
can't have a tail. No, I can't give you a tail.
okay,
You are you, and I'm a deep.
that's fine. He just kind of rubs. There's a little blood under, and then he just wipes it. And he takes the crutch out from it.
And then I'll use cure wounds on him.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You got to roll for that, right?
Yeah, it's a 1
Just to see how much he gives back.
plus spellcast. It's a bunch.
It's enough. It's
Oh,
enough.
that's not even it.
That's why it was a bunch.
Yeah,
Okay.
Does Cure Wounds hit?
It does hit.
A spell attack.
I tried to put a
Yeah,
band-aid on him and I put it on the wall.
5
Oops.
5 plus my spellcasting. Anyway, so it's 8 or 9.
Yeah. I mean, that gives him back up to full health. Immediately, the blood is.
Does he grow back his other leg?
Oh my
The leg still is not there.
Okay.
Interesting.
That was the
But he
Get
is
on
he is
that.
kind of filled with strength. The nose does kind of fix. It was obviously broken. It just kind of clicks back into place. So,
Well, thank you.
Ironically, I pull out a fake leg. No, I don't have it. I'm just
Mark it off on your
Actually,
inventory.
please.
You now don't have that if you ever
Yeah,
ever miss
that was
it.
my
Run
friend.
into your next.
That was my number one weapon.
Yeah, sorry. But he kind of thanks you, and he goes, it was really nice meeting you, Seth. Thank you for your help.
Are you leaving now? I can walk you to your family.
Yeah, that would probably help because there's a lot of people. Like, as you were like moving through the city, there was a ton of people out on the streets today. A lot of them in black, a lot of them clearly in mourning for this funeral.
And before we go, I'm gonna say, you know, if those bullies ever bother you again, you tell them that your friend Zephin's just around the corner.
I will.
Okay.
You see, he does like look emboldened by kind of by what you said. So as you guys kind of move south, you start to head south and east, kind of back along the main road. The walls to the Cloud Top district are there, and as you're continuing to make your way down, you see the procession. There's kind of a large horse-drawn carriage that's adorned again with the colors of the Council of Tal'Dorei. But the horses are kind of wearing this like light blue, I don't know what you call it,
Sash?
yeah, kind of like a light blue sash that just kind of goes across there where the reins are. Can you go ahead and roll a d4 for me?
D4.
Yes.
That's a 2.
We reintroduce you.
Do I need to?
Yeah, please.
So, yeah.
roll
Or
one more time.
you see him.
You move back in time. 3.
3. So as you see kind of this horse, as you see the horses go, the camera just kind of shifts down the road back out to the eastern gate. And we see a barbarian walking with a elf. So who would like to start? Who would like to introduce themselves first?
Cool. Wow. Sure.
Do your appearance first.
Sure. So I'm an 8-foot Goliath, stone-like skin, approaching 320 pounds, no hair, as Goliaths are hairless. He's got a leather vest with fur. He's got a tooth necklace from the teeth of wolves, a totem tattoo on his chest of a wolf, a bear, and an eagle, along with tribal tattoos along his head and his arms. He's got leather pants, leather boots, and he carries his great axe on his back along with his 2 hand axes, as well as a fiddle. Other than that, I think we pretty much got his appearance there. Yeah.
And walking along with him.
Okay, so I have like blackish brown, really, really long hair, but tied up in a big like bun, like a big messy, you can see that there's like hair, long hair in it. Elf ears poking out. And then I also have almost a druid-like face painting on my face. I'm wearing pieces of leather armor, but I have like draped over just like layers upon layers of like fabric and basically a big poncho and a big hood hanging down. All different like patterns, greens and browns, and some like elven kind of leather boots. Really beat up, like I'm not in tip-top shape. Yeah, and that's how I start.
Awesome. And so you guys are coming down kind of the main roadway leading into Amon, the Silver Cut road. And as you start to approach the gate, you notice there is a huge, basically lineup of people to try and get into the city to begin with. You're still probably 100, 150 feet from the city.
What is
seem to be lost. I haven't been near this city in a long time, years really. Oh, but I see a lot of people over there.
That's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people.
Oh.
Just go find someone to maybe.
Oh yes, good idea. All right, let's go. Here, follow me. Here, get on my back again.
Take the elk, just like ragdoll her across your back.
I run in to find her some medical attention.
So there's like kind of a lineup of people down the road, like kind of heading towards the gate. So you're just kind of like moving your way through. People are kind of looking. They get like at first get upset because you're like kind of bumping them, and then they like turn. Yeah, they turn to like say something, and they just like look up at you, and they're like, you know what? Forget about it. Like we're not gonna say anything here. There is like one guy who's just like, are you okay? Like he says to you kind of as you're going by. He sees that kind of fearful look on your face, and he's just like, okay, and he just turns back to his own business. A lot of the people are again, it's like wearing these dark colors. You see tears being shed by by people who are dirty, by people who are clean, by people who have traveled clearly from a long ways, who are coming with like caravans of goods and wearing huge like explorers packs that have come from the wide ranges of Tal'Dorei, and all of them seem to be like caught in this kind of same grieving. All of them perturbed by like being bumped into, but again, they're just like, this guy's massive. There's very little that we can do about it. So you just head like up to the gate.
I head up to the gate and I kind of taps him on the shoulder and just say, "Hey, man."
Yeah. So this guard again. He's like ushering people. He's ushering people through. He's doing his best to be like a funeral usher, where he's just like, "I'm so sorry for your loss. We're all feeling it."
Excuse me.
He's like, same reaction from everybody, just like, and he recoils. He goes, hey, and he just kind of looks at you, and he's like, what are you here for? And then he kind of looks at you. He goes, are you being kidnapped?
No.
No,
I didn't ask you. He's like looking up.
Right.
He goes, are you being kidnapped? Because we're guards. We have a lot of guards here.
I'm fine.
Okay. You seem unsure.
For now.
Right.
I'm fine.
You look hurt. Did he hurt you?
No. Oh, no.
Okay.
He's fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Terrific. Are you guys just looking to get into the city? What do you...
Well, see, I think she needs some medical attention.
So you are hurt?
He didn't, but yes. Help.
Okay. Weird. You guys you can head in. There's a few kind of medical offices. Do you need help? There's like 50 guards back here. We could just.
No, I think we're safe. It's just
okay.
We need to clean up maybe.
Sure. Okay. There's like a river if you want. If you need to clean up. Do you need a bathroom?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Give me a second. And he just kind of he's like, Anthony, come here. Can you just watch the gate? We're gonna let them.
Good normal name.
We're gonna let them use.
Anthony.
I'm just gonna let them use the bathroom in the gatehouse real quick. And you see him, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. All right. So he goes, do you need a bathroom? Do you want to put her down? Can you walk?
I can walk. Yeah. He might. Can you come with me or?
Yeah.
Do you need him to go in the bathroom?
Just like to the door.
Just in case, you know.
Sure. Yeah. Totally.
All
This is not weird at all. So he opens the gatehouse. He kind of leads you guys in. It's kind of a small cramped, almost office-like space. There is a small round table where a few people can sit around, a few of the guards. There are a couple that kind of shoot you these weird looks as you're coming through, and he just kind of leads you. There's this kind of chamber pot room that's kind of attached to it.
All right, well I'll wait here, and you can go in there and do what you need to do.
You want it in there? Or move people in there?
I can check.
Can you actually? Yeah.
I poke my head around.
The chamber pot door is closed currently.
Okay. I'll just swing it open just to see.
You don't knock. You're a barbarian. You don't knock.
I don't use bathrooms.
Nobody's in there.
Okay.
It's clean.
It's safe. Come on. Get in there.
Surprisingly clean for a gatehouse bathroom, although you would have no frame of reference for that whatsoever. So you walk in, there is a kind of a raised box in the ground with just like a hole in it. And then there is kind of a sink. They do have some form of plumbing here as well.
Okay. I'm gonna like get some blood, dirt off of me, try and like splash some water on my face. I'm cooling down, trying to be less like nervous, and I'm probably taking like a while. I'm freaking out.
And there's definitely the guards just are watching you. Like,
hey man, what's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hey Daniel.
Hi.
My name's Bear.
Bit like the animal.
Bear like the animal.
Bear like the animal.
Bear
Hi.
Lawn Leaper.
Nice to meet you, Bear.
Nice to meet you as well.
What are you?
What are all those people doing out there?
Oh, it's a funeral.
For who?
Someone's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
They do this for everyone?
Oh, I don't think so. It's for Allura by Surin.
Oh.
She's a big deal.
I've heard of her.
Yeah. Everybody's heard of her. She's a pretty big deal.
She's dead?
She's dead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she died like a few days ago. And also, it's a new millennium, so Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year to you, bro. That's cool that you're here.
Yeah.
So you're big.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I came from those mountains over there.
Over there?
Way over there.
He just kind of like, he walks over and he opens the door and he like looks out. And he's like, those mountains up there?
Where are you pointing, bro?
The Stormcrest.
That's the ones.
That's cool, man. That's
Yeah.
cool. I'm from here.
Oh.
Imon.
I'm sure that's cool too.
Yeah, you're really nice, kind of like big. You're really big, you're scary, but you're very nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I spent a lot of time in nature just talking to animals.
Is your friend okay in there?
Oh,
She's
my
been in
friend,
there a
oh,
long
shit.
time.
Hey. What's your name?
You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alex.
you have traveled together
We've been together
for days, like for
Alex
a while.
doesn't remember. What's it?
Ritz.
Ritz.
That's what you would call him.
Yeah.
Hey, Ritz.
Fritz like the cracker. We got to edit that out.
Yeah.
It's
Totally cool.
Trademark.
copyright.
Right, yes.
I know. That's just from Ritz.
So in the bathroom, are you like looking kind of at this hole in the ground with some?
No, I would be like, I feel like I would
Investigating.
be comfortable with that. To me, it's the like water and just like a mirror.
Yeah, there
And,
is.
like,
There's a mirror in here. that would
I'd be like, definitely. I'm like giving myself a pep talk, like, ooh, okay. Find the guy who did find the bad guy and get the thing, and that's what we have to do. Okay, I'm coming, and then I come out.
Hey, Ritz. You
Um,
alright?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. What's next? What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I was walking into the forest after some pretty traumatic events happening to me. And then I saw you, and you're pretty
Yeah,
wounded.
we know.
And I wanted to help you because you look like you needed a doctor.
Yeah. Should we do the I think maybe doctor. Maybe a
Yeah.
someone just-
I mean, I probably need a head doctor, but you probably need a physical doctor. So let's go find you a physical doctor.
All right.
Hey, hop on. There you go.
So you guys,
Hey, Anthony.
and he just kind of looks at you. He's like, yeah,
Okay, do you know any physical doctors around here?
physical doctors,
Yeah, for like stuff like
as
this.
opposed to like metaphysical doctors,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, ones that don't look at your head, they look at your body.
oh, just like a doctor.
Oh yeah.
Sure, yeah, there's a ton.
See, barbarians don't have doctors. When someone gets weak, we kill them.
He kind of looks around like he thinks he's being pranked. Like he's looking at his buddies like,
I'm just smiling.
Are you
looking at
serious?
them.
Are you
"Have you guys
serious?
seen this? Like, is this a prank?" He looks. He's like, yeah. So doctors, kind of all over the place. The good ones are in the Cloud Top district, but I don't think you're going to get in there right now just because of the way that you look and the way that you're carrying this person over your shoulders.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that's alright.
I don't know. Like, if she's capable of walking, I would maybe let her walk. Just
Hey,
because...
Ritz, can you walk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alright. Why'd you say so?
Dumps you off.
Okay.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning.
You are now
That's a big
unconscious.
He goes, yeah, so unless you have a lot of money, you probably can't afford them either. They're the ones that look after, like Allura. I don't know how good the doctor was. I'm just really kind of looking after her.
Yeah, no, I don't have much money.
So maybe head more to like the central district. There's a doctor there. His name's Frank. His name's Dr. Frank,
Ah,
and he's going to
Stein.
he'll.
yes, actually, better not be Einstein.
I'm sorry, Einstein. Is that
Nothing.
is
just
that
a-
Zemnian?
just
What
a
is
joke.
that?
I just like cracking jokes as much as I like cracking skulls. It's alright.
Not the
Cool.
time. Let's just do the thing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
He's busy.
Really nice meeting you. Yeah, I was just kind of
No, nice to meet you,
was
Anthony.
giving people condolences and stuff. But really happy to be here. So just head kind of down this main road that you just entered. Kind of follow the wall to the Cloud Top district. It's the biggest kind of wall. It's really the only wall inside the city. Follow that around. You're going to hit another kind of main road in the central district. Just start asking around for Dr. Frank. There's a lot of people in the city today. That's hence the lineup out there. So just be patient. You know, do your best to be patient.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Okay, cool. You guys are great.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by my gatehouse.
Yeah, sorry for your loss, Anthony. And thank you
Sorry
for
about
your
your
help.
mom, Anthony. We gotta go now.
Alright. Ritz, come on. Let's go.
So you guys head in. He just turns and goes, "What the fuck just happened?" You hear like these small kind of uncomfortable laughs because they're scared that you're probably listening to them, and they just like, okay. So you guys continue kind of through the city. What are you doing?
I'm going to look for that big wall we were told to look for.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to miss. Essentially, you head in through that gate, and this main road leads up, and basically staring you in the eye, like 200 feet away from you, is this massive wall.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Alright, let's go.
Oh,
That's the only one you see. Yeah. Okay, so you kind of walk into. I guess you're just making your way around kind of the perimeter of the wall. Is that the play here?
I'm definitely close to the, like I'm definitely near the wall.
You're like maintaining kind of physical contact.
Yeah, like I'm like,
Just like kind of slowly, like a cat, basically like just walking along the perimeter of the room so that
And
they
he's
can't
like-
get flanked. Yeah, cool. So you kind of continue around the perimeter of the wall. You hit this kind of big open space, and there's a gate kind of leading out from the Cloud Top district. This is more tightly packed with people. And the gate is just kind of open, but nothing has come through it yet. You just hit like a wall of like 100, 200 people.
Oh, I think out of respect, we maybe should wait. Are you gonna be alright?
I think so, but I really need to like this. Obviously, there's something going on, but we need to get here, do what we need to do and go. Like I need to figure out.
You just refresh my memory. What is it with Timmy?
There's a big evil man that I need to stop. So we should just.
Yeah, not good memory. Thanks for reiterating that. Alright.
So we need to go find like a red guy. Like this guy, I just saw red and like.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would, like if he's here or I don't know. I just need, he's got.
One of the benefits being 8 foot tall, I can look around lots and see if I see a red person.
Make a perception check.
Red person.
That's a 7.
See him?
Plus 4. 11.
So you don't see a red person, but kind of further down to the west, you do see a group of humanoids that is roughly your size and stature.
Okay.
That probably about 20, 30 feet from the gate, so really not too far away from you. That's the first thing that catches your eye.
Are they barbarians?
They certainly seem to be Goliaths.
Hey, Ritz, I don't see any of these red creatures, but I do see some Goliaths over there, and I bet you I could see if they could look for this red guy as well.
Okay.
Let's go over there.
Yep.
Oh fuck, I hope it's not my old tribe, I fucking hate them.
So as you get closer, you just kind of like continue to push your way through the people. These guys have obviously kind of established a perimeter. They're fucking massive. So they are going to stand where they want. They all are standing along the edge of the main path, or the main kind of roadway. One of them is actually holding like a flag that once you kind of get around, you recognize right away as the Herd of Storms, and not the ones that were cool and like got absorbed into the river mob. These are the ones that you were born to.
Right.
And as you get closer, you realize that one of them is Corin.
Fuck.
He kind of turns and doesn't manage to see you. He's just kind of looking across. Seems either like he didn't see you or he's not fazed by seeing you.
Oh fuck, let's get down, get down. Fuck, that's fucking Corin.
Roll stealth.
God, he's such a prick.
Right.
14.
Oh.
-1.
Yes,
this
this
is-
is. I love this minus.
Roll stealth.
18, 19, 22.
Holy shit.
I'm a backpack.
You look like luggage, and you manage to shrink down just short enough so that you're the same size as kind of everybody around
Shall I
you.
transform into a boulder?
So you think that you have not been seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So Ritz, hate to break it to you, but that's my old tribe and they're a bunch of pricks. I actually left them a long time ago, they're fucking assholes, so I'd rather not go over there.
Okay, that's fine.
Is there anywhere else you can see that I can get a hide or see any of these red fellas?
So you do see
That sounds like.
further down the road, probably about 100 feet or so. You do see a big sign that says
Red fellas.
Dr. Frank. That's what you see.
Oh, hey, Ritz. Dr. Frank.
Let's go.
You want to go to the doctor first? Alright.
Okay. You guys kind of make your way slowly, like behind them,
Yeah.
just like still pushing through. Again, this is a thick ass wall of people. They seem to be kind of getting out of the way for you as you come, because even though you're like crouched down and you're their size, you're still fucking massive. So they're just like, oh Jesus! It's like being at the parade.
Right.
It's like being in a really crowded parade. You're just trying to like kind of push your way through. And they're like, what the fuck, man? Someone just crying, like, what the fuck, man? From today, of all days, man? What the fuck? But you do manage to get around them without alerting any of your former herd members.
Yeah, okay.
But you would have to cross the road to go to Dr. Frank's office.
Ooh. The road that's reserved for
The road that is being kept very clear right now, yeah. There doesn't seem to be any guard presence on the road. It seems to be that it's mostly just out of respect that people have.
Yeah.
So big, it's like the road is like 25 feet in width.
Ritz, this might be a little disrespectful going across the road like this. You think we should do it?
Are we gonna get in
That's what I'm worried about.
what's is there like guards or like is there guards or like
Yeah, I mean, my buddy Anthony's a guard.
Anthony's a
Like
guard?
funny.
Yeah.
Um
Guys, I'm fucking stressed.
I'll just start over there. I'll just start over there.
Okay, alright. You run, and then we'll see if you get in trouble. And then and we'll go from there.
So you run across the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you manage to like cut through people, hit the edge of the road, sprint straight across.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a kind of a bridge like to your left, probably about 15, 20 feet away from you or so, that kind of pinches the pathway just like a touch. You get across the road. Nobody seems to give a shit that somebody crossed the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go,
to be like a somersault across the wall.
Sure. Roll acrobatics.
Shit, see, now I'm coming.
14 minus 1, 13.
Okay. You do a somersault and you cross the road.
I meet up with Ritz.
You guys are now across the road. You have managed to like catch the attention of some of the people kind of around you. Like, why the fuck did that Goliath just do a goddamn somersault?
What did we do today? We terrified a child and we crossed the road.
Give me a chance.
Leaps
Oh,
and
wait, it's not
bounds.
done yet.
Leaps and bounds.
So you guys do
We're
manage
level
to get across the road.
Okay.
As you do, you were the first one across the road. You have turned to watch him do his barrel roll across. As you do, you turn to your left and you see a procession coming out of the gate and starting to march down the road. Seems to be 7 humanoid figures or so, being followed by a carriage being pulled by 2 horses with a blue sash around their neck. About 15 minutes or so prior to that, we come on over to, we're actually in the Cloudtop district, outside of the Lyceum, kind of where the service was being held for Allura Viceroy. And we come to Felix Wyatt. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Felix Wyatt. I have some green eyes. I have tan skin and deep brown black hair, cut kind of like yours over there.
Good looking
Today, I'm just dressed in black, more formal attire, robe, and not the happiest today.
And you were outside. You're kind of outside the temple right now, or outside the Lyceum.
Yeah, and that would be like, I guess, part of the train. Is there
Right. So
walking?
the train hasn't yet started.
So
There's the ceremony is happening kind of inside. The doors are closed. So you can hear kind of the muffled pronouncements of what you would definitely know to be the council of Tal'Dorei, kind of giving speeches to some of the higher ranking members of authority. And you've just kind of been standing outside the door.
yeah, not minding guard or anything, but just waiting for the funeral procession to begin and fall in line after that.
Right. So that's when Captain Hascap walks up the path. He's been kind of checking in with the soldiers who are all standing in perfect line as kind of a sign of respect to the fallen council member. Checking with them, he gets up to you and I mean, you're not part of this guard contingent. Kind of comes up to you. You see as he approaches, his age is shown on him, and he approaches you. So, Felix, I'm really happy that you decided to be here. Are you going to accept the promotion that's coming your way?
I still have a lot of thinking to do about that.
I understand. The command would be happy to have somebody like you.
And I would be happy to serve along the side with all of you.
Good. Well, while you're here, I think she would appreciate it if you helped bear the casket, at least to the carriage.
It would be my honor.
Good.
Where are you in all of this?
I'm just walking the line as I do. I didn't have any personal connection. I'm just a high-ranking military officer. I don't have what you had, so it's just an honor to be here today, to be inside, frankly. So
I'm glad you're here as well.
good. should really consider that. Staying in the city, it's good. It's really good. Being out of the field it's comfortable. It's much better.
Yes, I've seen a lot of it there in my short time.
I know.
But I have a lot of thinking to do about this promotion. I'll take your words.
I'm just gonna roll insight on you. Oh, that is a 21. Are you telling him the truth?
No.
So he kind of just looks you up and down. He goes, "Why would you not accept it?"
I'm not comfortable being told what to do anymore.
Military hierarchy isn't necessarily for everyone, but you're talented. You were trained in it. You were raised in it.
There's better things I can do with all of that.
Like what? We are in a position of weakness right now. The council is in a position of weakness right now.
And if I stay here, I will be weak too.
And if you leave, what will you attain? What will you gain by it?
The world needs heroes again.
You sound like a commoner. You know better than that. You know there's strength in the institution. You know that.
There's strength in their hope as well as a common. Maybe they're not all sheep all the time, and they're more free than us.
Felix, you'll do what you do. Just think. Just think. You lied to me when you told me you were going to think. Just think.
Okay.
All right. And please, if we're around anybody today, call me by name and rank, not rank. Okay? Please.
You got it,
here,
buddy.
Everything.
We're not around anyone yet.
There's two soldiers. Like there's soldiers flanking the
Everyone's
street.
too sad today. Lighten up.
Okay. All right. I like that. So the procession or the funeral wraps up. You hear a bunch of kind of commotion inside the building. The doors kind of swing open, and there's an usher there, kind of looking to Lenny, and then Lenny kind of like looks over to you.
Yeah.
And he gives you the nod, like, okay, like, go in, got it.
Take my place in there.
So the first thing that you notice as you walk kind of down this aisle is that it is massive. In the way that the temple of any of the gods really are not, the Lyceum is huge. It is kind of the ceiling arcs probably 45, like 50 feet in the air, these huge kind of columns and arches. Walking down the aisle, what you do notice is the entirety of the council of Tal'Dorei is kind of standing around the casket. There are a few soldiers who are there to lift the casket physically. The council will not be doing that. But you see there, in order, Hearthmaker Gardain Trueanvil, who is the master of development. He's a dwarf, short, around 4 feet, rotund. He's got this kind of pitch black hair, a waist-long beard that's been ornately braided with flecks of color. But the hair on top is well kept and short. He's wearing green and silver robes. Next to him, you see the new Master of Arcana, person who will be taking over by Surin's position. You recognize him as Arcanist Engel Ulrich. Engelulrich. He's a human, stands around 6 feet tall, salt and pepper shoulder-length hair, a closely kept like goatee. He's got a blue kind of layered robe that looks almost like combat ready. He's got a gold cape that flares up around the neck, almost like a vampire's like cape. It's like up high.
I've seen bad guys. This guy's it.
I've seen that.
I've
You've
seen
seen a lot.
those.
You've seen a lot of
I've
that.
seen
You've seen a lot of that. You also see the besides Engel Ulrich, you see the second now newest member of the council, a half orc, pardon me, Arbiter Karash. He's just under 7 feet tall. He's wearing these black robes, almost like a judge would wear. Beneath those robes, he's such a hulky figure. You can still see this is a half orc that is incredibly ripped to shit.
Yeah.
Kind of this green, green skin, kind of dirty blonde hair that falls around his shoulder. Orcish, looks like an orc, very handsome, still extremely good looking, with these kind of small things that come out from the bottom jaw. And then the two kind of oldest members of the council, the Master of Commerce, Coin Mistress Hannah Wasseron. She's a gnome. She's around 3 feet tall, skinny and pale, blonde hair that's put up in a tight bun. She's wearing these pale blue robes that are very reminiscent of kind of what Allura would wear.
Hannah what?
Hannah Wasseron. Wasseran. She's got glasses that sit on a small button nose with pointed ears. Her eyes are just bloodshot. Looks like she's just been bawling her eyes out. Next to her, another gnome, Master of Information, Seeker Assume Emring, wearing these black mournful robes. Small gnome again, bald, has kind of a tribal tattoo over his right eye. Again, a closely kept goatee. And finally, next to him, the Master of Defense, Sahar Samir. She is a human, dark brown hair that kind of tumbles down to her mid-back in gentle curls. She's got dark skin with pale green eyes. She's got one dangerous-looking scimitar on each hip. She's wearing black leather armor, very regal-looking, but still very dangerous-looking.
Sahar
Samir, Samir.
Cool.
So that's the entirety of the kind of the new council now that Arcanist Engel has been kind of sworn into his new position. They all kind of watch you curiously as you approach down the aisle. Again, not a lot of the people that are in the seats have kind of, or in the pews, I guess they would be, have turned and started talking to each other. For the most part, it's just the ceremony now of just lifting and carrying kind of the coffin out.
Yeah.
So the council kind of watches you approach carefully.
Going to the one empty spot left? Or?
Yep. Yeah. Right up front, kind of the front left part of the coffin. Go ahead, roll strength. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna make you roll strength. See, if you drop the body. Ooh, bad luck. Bad luck. No.
Curiosity.
Did you hold it?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Council kind of quietly acknowledge you as you take your spot. There is a captain of the guard who you don't recognize. He was probably just part of this inner circle of guards. And he kind of actually looks at you who the fuck is this guy? Why is he carrying the coffin? Everybody else here is a royal guard. So he just kind of looks out. He goes, and lift. You see everybody just kind of pick her up. You kind of lead the congregation down outside the door. You see now at the door is your friend Wallace and Lenny that kind of flank the door. And Wallace kind of has this look on her face how the fuck did you get in there? It's just this she's kind of got this shit-eating grin holy fuck, listen, yeah.
I give her a grin, but have to hide it immediately because it's sad.
Yeah.
We're sad.
Yeah, today's a sad day.
We're sad.
Right where she's going, what the fuck are you doing? And she's kind of okay.
Just
all
like
right.
a look that says, I'll tell you at the pub.
Yeah. She just kind of quietly acknowledges and conversation all happens kind of without words.
Yeah.
And you continue kind of down the stairs. There is a horse-drawn carriage that is sitting there open, ready for the coffin.
Lead the way, put her in. Tears start to go.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the royal guard too, like these men who kind of reached these ranks. A lot of them were like personal guards to her. And then out in front of or kind of waiting for you when you put the coffin in, just kind of to the left of the carriage, you see a character that you recognize as just the captain. He's wearing this ornate kind of silver armor that is beautifully polished, carrying a round shield that has that is the green of Tal'Dorei with the silver crest. The face is just completely covered. Nobody really knows kind of the man underneath the armor.
But he is army.
He is, yeah. Like he is supposed to be there. In fact, like his shield is kind of on his back right now, and he's just kind of holding his position. Doesn't move, just almost like statue still, just kind of waiting for you guys to put the coffin in the carriage. As you do, he just kind of circles around, closes the door, and then as the carriage takes off, he decides to move out and walk in front. The council follows out and is also kind of walking behind the carriage as it starts to kind of roll down the road.
Yeah. So now about, I would say, 10, 15, 20 people back.
Yeah.
In the procession.
Yeah.
Do I see anything up in the road crossing it at all?
No, you don't. That's still. It is around that time that this like crossing is beginning to happen. No, but it's still a couple hundred feet. It's outside the Cloud Top district and down about another 100 feet. So the crossing hasn't happened yet. Probably in about 3-4 minutes, you'll see that.
Cool.
I'm still having a panic attack by a wall.
Yeah. You kind of felt your way around the wall. You've kind of emerged and come from the temple district, and again you see kind of this river. The river would be on your right hand side. It would be on your left hand side as you guys kind of cross the road. And as you walk down, you're like 15-20 feet
Doing the funeral thing.
behind the procession. Yeah. So you've got the horse, and then the council, and then you know what? Let's just put it on a map. Let's just do it. Okay, so yeah, you guys now you've just gotten here. You've seen the procession kind of leading over the bridge. Make a perception check. You three make perception checks.
It's a natty light.
Hey, first natty light!
Yeah! Brought to you by.
And it's actually
By no one.
Oh, it's a 4.
First natty light of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
There's got to be some sort of a special thing we do if you roll a natty light.
Let's see. You fucking
We'll figure it out. It'll come.
Yeah. You got a shotgun and a natty light.
Holy shit.
Oh.
I like where your head's at. I'm in.
I got 16.
16,
4.
4,
I think 14. What is it?
16, 14, and 4. Okay. So you see nothing.
I'm blind.
You are terrified. Of course you're blind. Yeah, there is a lot of activity
I
happening.
also almost imagine my head just like down. Like I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm like freaking out.
Number one, you think you're going to be in trouble. Big,
Yeah, I just ran across the road.
huge
I'm
problem.
scared.
You ran across the road and thousands of people didn't
And then
seem
he
to
just
want to
did a
touch this road.
somersault.
This makes no sense. You're like, why is nobody on this road and then I get to cross it? So yeah, you're just like, I hope to God I don't get in trouble. You guys both notice movement.
Felix is dead.
I'm just
He just got
unconscious.
assassinated.
Could you imagine?
So I know this probably isn't very clear.
Oh my God.
These are like, they're all buildings, obviously. These are like 2 kind of stories up.
Okay.
So you see a little motion up on this roof here,
Gas.
and on this roof here.
Gas.
From where you are, you notice that there are two guys kind of hanging out down by this boat here. They're kind of down like 5 feet, like down a set of stairs, basically, like leading to this boat. They seem like they could be like a little shifty.
Mischievous. Hey, Ritz, you see those two down in the boat there? They look a little off to you.
Everybody's off. Everything's off to me.
Yeah, but no, like they look a little freaky.
Proceed.
Like they're freaky humans.
Do I know what race they are?
No, their faces are all covered. They're of varying sizes. They are. Their faces are covered.
So that's weird. Have you ever seen any species like that before?
Have I ever seen
Yeah.
And then, you just see
Which
guys.
ones can I see?
The ones on the roof.
You see
On the roof?
Yeah.
They're on the roof.
The riff.
And there's no way over here?
Not that you've noticed.
Can I check?
Yeah, sure. Roll perception.
Looking around for somewhere.
Attack.
It is. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
There are people everywhere. The ones that stuck out to you were the ones that were not on the street. The only reason you can even see these guys is because you're kind of looking up and then, or over top of everybody and down a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
Are there people lined up here, or is there anyone on that bridge?
Not really on the bridge.
No.
No, not on the bridge. The people are kind of lined up like here. These are like steps that lead up to a doorway for this. So there's some people like kind of crowded around the stairs to try and get like the look kind of over top of everybody.
I'd like to push through to like the front line, wherever I am.
Yeah. Boop. Okay, it's just then. Go ahead and roll perception.
6.
Do I need to
-1 is 5.
-1 is 5. You notice nothing.
Yup.
Okay, so that is going to lead us to everybody rolling initiative.
Yeah! First initiative!
Oh god.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ.
Alright, I need this.
You good?
Yeah, let me just go ahead and roll it for these guys. Oop, not good. Okay, let's go 25 to 20, pardon me.
No.
No? That's fine, 20 to 50.
I got 15.
You guys are gonna have to remind me of your names now all the time.
Does that fit?
It's fine.
That's right, that's right. 15. 15, 10.
Bear got 10.
I'm 11.
Bear got 10. Okay. 10. Roots I got 11. Roots are 11. Bear, 10. What are you at?
7. Felix for 7.
Felix for 7. Okay, that actually works just fine. So bandits do get a round of attacks. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Bandit.
So,
And
first thing that's going to happen is these guys who you didn't get to see, the ones who are on the roofs are currently going to take an attack. They are going to shoot at Arbiter. Arbiter.
Arbiter.
Well, the Arbiter is Karash.
Red.
Karash?
Yeah.
He's a
That's
half
right.
orc. He's strong.
Okay, so only one of them manages to hit him. We do 6, 4 plus
He was the master of defense, right?
Yes, yeah.
Wasn't that
Or no, master of block. Master of block.
Sahara's master.
Sahara's master of defense. That's correct. Yeah, so they do only does 5 damage to him, but that is enough as he is hardy. He's not down, but he is definitely hurt. As that first kind of round happens, where those shots are fired, one of them actually misses and hits like one of the people that are on the side of the road. The other one just shoots wildly into the building. Only one arrow does manage to find its mark, and yeah, there's another civilian dead. It's at that point that like all of these people that are on the street just start pushing. It's absolute chaos now, as something is happening that's under attack here. Civilians are kind of exiting through any alleyway that they can find. So when you're moving not on the road, you're moving through difficult terrain.
Right.
So your movement is halved. These squares are only 5 feet. So, so that's the ranged guys. Now we're going to do these guys. How many do I have? Let's see. Change up 3. So you're going to. One of them comes out of there. One of them actually emerges from right next to you guys. And, one of them approaches from this side here. So he is going to go here, and he's going to attack the door. One of you is going to attack the captain. Does not hit. And this one is going to go 25, 30, attack the Seeker soon. That hits. Okay, so that only does 3 damage. So it's at this point, a lot of them have been hurt. Where did Ulrich go? Can't. I need minis for all these guys now. That was Samir. So Samir is going to go and basically pick up a gnome in each arm and just begin running. So she can go 30. Essentially, the gnomes are just in her arms there. This is no, that's Ulrich. He's going to go and grab the dwarf, and you watch them just disappear, which just leaves the half-orc kind of by himself. He's going to try and hide somewhere. He's just going to try and like run into people. So you just kind of, he's in there, but he can't move very quickly. Big guy trying to push through a lot of people. Okay, so that is kind of the first surprise round. Zeph, you are up first. You've just watched a hail of arrows fly out from the roofs.
This is just a casket, right?
That's just the casket.
Okay,
I should
cool.
use a different color for that. Let's go with white. There you go.
So I can see 5 of them, or 4 of them, 5 of them.
You
right?
can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's
Right.
correct.
Jesus. And I saw them leave.
That's cool.
You saw who? Sorry.
I saw everyone in that party leave.
You saw the majority of them disappear. Like you see,
Yeah.
the human has 2 gnomes, kind of one under
Run
each arm, and
away.
she's just fucking
Okay.
booking it away. The only one who seems to be having trouble like getting away is the master of law.
Okay. I suppose. I'm gonna get myself killed already. I'm going to Sacred Flame.
Okay.
The guy on that roof over there.
On the roof. Yeah. What's the range on it?
It is 60 feet.
40, 45, plus like 10 feet up. It's right at the edge of your range, but you can hit it.
And it's a dex save for him.
Dex save for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 14.
Dex save against 14. Come on, baby! No, that's a fail.
Oh, so that's 1d8. Which one's the 8? This one. So it's one radiant damage.
One radiant damage.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Wow, you're so strong.
Those were just fireworks.
So yeah, like people are pushing through. You still manage to cast that sacred flame off. How does that come out of you? Like, how do you cast that? Probably your
Well,
attacks for me, so that I can still get a feel for it.
it's verbal and somatic.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So you're moving, you can cast your gesture.
essentially what it is it's a flame-like radiance that descends on a creature. So it would kind of
You just kind of pull it down
almost
from
like
the ground.
bubble above them and then
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So you just
so-
like reach that hand out.
yeah, it'd
Whip
be
that
like
shit
create
down.
it and then bring it down.
Dope.
Cool.
Okay. Still manages, I guess, to get out of the way to dodge most of that damage. He looks up, he sees that radiant damage coming down on him. He's going, what the fuck? He just manages to pop out of the way. Still gets a little burnt, still gets a little scratched out.
Good.
Lightly toasted.
Lightly toasted. Very lightly toasted.
Tanned. More than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sun kissed.
Sun kissed. You want to
And
go
that's,
anywhere?
I
You're gonna
guess.
stay in with the people. People are like pushing through you and stuff
Yeah.
like that. just try
I
and
suppose I'll just
escape down
like
that
kind
way.
of move here, just slightly back.
Yep.
Want to keep eyes on that guy.
Yep. Yep. So you can still see the ones that are on the bridge and then the two up on the roof there.
Even like there.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Okay.
something.
And then we have Ritz.
Okay, so I still can't see anything.
No, at this point, like people have started to scatter
Okay.
down the road this way, so you can see this one, you can see these two,
And I'm assuming I just saw
you can see this
a
one.
flame ball rocket at this guy.
You just saw energy kind of come from the sky
Okay.
above this and just like
Drop. Okay.
kind of come down. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to, and this guy, who's this guy?
Bad.
That guy.
Yeah,
Yellow's
I know
bad.
that. I know yellow back.
He just has like this scimitar that's out. He's looking for somebody. You also hear one of them shout, "Get him! Get the half orc!"
Okay. I'm gonna look down the street. I'm seeing the bad guys go around what I now
Sure.
think is the big guys.
You guys
So I'm
popping,
like
you popping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, popping
popping
out
out, stepping
to see
forward.
behind your compatriot. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pull out my longbow, take a shot at that guy down the street.
This guy here.
Yeah.
Sure. He's not even paying attention to you. That's good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oof.
We should roll an advantage then?
Has to be direct.
Negative. Yeah, he has to be engaged with somebody,
Else.
and he is not engaged with anybody right now.
It's a 13.
13 does hit. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
your damage. You just roll a 5 and hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dude, that's fun.
And then it's a 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take that. You take the one shot at the guy there.
And then I'm gonna look at Bear and be like, we gotta help these people. Those guys don't look nice.
That shot, you managed to like basically string it out, hit him like
Also, first time,
right in the calf.
right.
So you almost like hamstring this guy. He kind of goes down for a second. He's looking real bad
Okay.
already.
And
you
then
see that?
I
Just by
that
this
one.
guy.
And then I'm gonna move back just to where.
Just kind of
like,
press
where
yourself
we're-
up against the shop
pressing
wall.
Against the wall.
Just using your using Bear as cover.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Bear, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to. Is he engaged with Arbiter?
He is in. Yeah, the captain is engaged with this
Alright.
guy here.
So I'm going to drop him at 30 feet. Is it 5?
5. Yeah, 5 up. 20. Yeah,
Okay.
you're in.
And then is this an advantage?
It would be because he is flanked and currently.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You gotta
Oh.
2 10s, so 16.
gotta roll a hit first.
What?
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, roll it.
Oh, I thought it was 2
D20.
10s. Oh, those were 20s.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
So, yeah, he just got 2 10s on his D20.
2 10s on
Yeah.
you. Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, go ahead. Roll that damage.
16, use me great axe.
You pull that great axe out.
And I'd say 12.
12 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you gonna kill that guy?
Oh,
Ooh. First kill.
thank you for asking.
So you pull that great axe out.
I pull it right out and just one swift move just into the shoulder.
Yeah,
Like across the neck, shoulder.
yeah, so it takes off like a quarter of his body. He is cut like from the neck down through the pec. Like his arm is separated with one half of his body. He just like crumples in two pieces. You see that he doesn't say anything. The captain kind of like looks up, surprised, like, and just kind of a short like.
I just give him
head
a little
tilt.
nod as well.
And holy shit, that's the end of one. There's your first kill.
First
Can't-
kill.
Campaign
Tally,
two.
kill tally.
Are you doing that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Oh yeah. So you still have 5 feet of movement, but
So I'll just move back a little bit to get closer to the Ritz.
yeah, okay. Great. That was Bear's turn, and then we got Felix. Felix, you're walking behind this procession. All of a sudden, hail of arrows falls through. These bandits charge, and then this Goliath comes out of nowhere, cuts one of them basically in half. What are you gonna do?
I heard that they're going after the half orc.
Yep.
So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, say to him, run, protect yourself. And I pull out a javelin and huck it square at this guy.
Go for it. Yeah, this one who's already been struck down, like kind of been hit by an arrow, he's looking back behind him for
20, 15
hits.
plus 5,
Yeah, go ahead
20.
and roll your damage.
1d6 is 6 damage.
Okay, so one gets hit, he's looking back. As he looks back to find him, this javelin finds purchase directly in his neck. He just starts immediately like choking on his own blood. He's grabbing for it, just kind of falls backwards, dead.
And so then I
Chuck him.
now unsheathe my rapier and pull out my shield from under my robe.
Cool.
And that's it. Stand my defensive there.
Okay. So now it is the bandits' turns.
I'm gonna start a kill tally once I meet you.
This
Swear
is
to God.
this is already
Be
turned.
like Legolas.
Yeah.
Game's a little.
Okay. One is going to try and take a shot at the half orc. He will do it at disadvantage since you are essentially you're like covering his retreat, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just roll it. That was a nat 20. That was a 17. That still manages to hit him. So 5 plus. Oh no, it's 1d8. Alright. 1d8. Although, probably can take that 5. No, that's better. So as you're kind of covering the half-orc's retreat, this archer like manages to kind of find just the gap right as you're lifting like your shield, kind of flies past your shoulder and hits what's his fucking name again? Directly.
Arbiter Karash.
Karash, yeah. Hits Karash like right in kind of his chest. He's panicking as he kind of passes out unconscious.
Fuck.
So that's his shot. The archer who found purchase with his arrow just goes, "Now get him! Get him!" And at that point, this guy is going to
Fucking bring it.
5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to attack you to try and get the body. Oh, that is a
Great.
7.
Ooh,
7
no,
hit?
no.
The fucking untouchable
Too bad.
guy?
I mean, that wouldn't hit anybody.
It might. You never know. So he takes a swing. You manage to just dodge out of the way. It's a weak ass bandit swing. It doesn't manage to hit you.
Shit.
Now, the two who are kind of down by the dock, they are going to, having seen what Bear just did, they are going to both close. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He still has a little space, so he's going to get around you. So, he's going to hit you at advantage because he is flanking you. 14, 16. 16 hits. Perfect. 16 hits. 6 plus 1. So you take 4 slashing damage as they have pulled out their scimitars and takes a swing. The other one is just going to roll at straight roll because he's engaged with you, and that is a natty light.
Natty light!
Natty light.
I'll drink. Yeah,
For
sure.
that.
So the one swings at you. You knock his sword aside with the great axe, but the other one manages to kind of stab you in the ribs from behind. That is them. So they're going to. I guess I've got 2 more archers to take shots. So they're both going to take a shot at the paladin, seeing their partner engaged. Maybe I got a hit. Maybe. 18?
Me?
Yeah.
18's my armor class.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But reaction add
Son of a
2,
bitch.
so no.
Okay, so both of these arrows, they're trying to shoot to try and cover their guy who's engaged with you at this point. As you've pulled out the shield, just kind of sticks right in your shield. The other one kind of shoots wide. That is the bandits. Human Sahir is just going to continue to run away. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just going to say she's off the board. They're not interested. They don't seem to be interested in her anyways. And that's going to be the captain's turn. You. Okay, so he's going to run up and he's gonna punch the shit out of them. He's gonna punch the shit out of the guy 3 times.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, he's gonna go punch the shit out of the guy 3 times. So having repaid, he's gonna try and repay the debt that he owes Bear. So he's 3. So that was 19. Natty 20. So he gets hit 3 times. Yeah, essentially that's what he does. So what am I? D8s. I just had all this organized.
You did. I saw it.
They're gone. They're gone.
There they are.
Do that.
I also got dead pieces in my
Yeah, you got dead bodies in there.
It's a masquerade.
So that's 24 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
As Captain just like closes the fucking gap, just hits him like 3 times in the back of the head, just and essentially like pummels his brains out.
Ooh.
Good job,
He's,
Captain.
and once again, with
Yeah.
with the blood on his goddamn knuckles now, he just like acknowledges you again, and he is going to.
I sort of give him a look like, oh, we're gonna do this. All right, let's
And then
go.
he turns around and is going to kind of close the distance to the casket and just kind of defend Allura's caravan, I suppose. Or what was a caravan, what is now just a wagon with a coffin in the back of it, with chaos storming around it. Brings us back to the top. Zep.
Alright, I'll pop out after seeing all this and knowing I'm not the only one that's going to try to protect people. Does he covered it all up there, or do I have like full range?
There? No, you can see him. You can see him.
Perfect. So Eldritch Blast him.
Eldritch Blast. What's the range on that?
That is 120 feet.
Yeah.
Barely makes it.
Nat
Ooh,
20.
Nat.
Let's
Oh! This one.
Big nat 20.
Big
One,
nat
2. 2 to 4.
You're so good and strong.
That's what happens when you roll a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, it's true.
What you want.
I love it.
It's true. So what? Yeah, tell me what your Eldritch
Some
Blast.
level 1 rolls.
So it's like it's a beam of crackling energy. This is what it says. Energy. Yeah, it's a beam of crackling energy. So it's going to be a white beam that's kind of pulsing with like electricity almost as it flies towards my target.
Okay. Dope. I mean, it hits, it finds purchase. He's now looking hurt.
Were you hit?
Yeah.
As he's twice by your magical energy. It more than tickles. He's very hurt.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
just stay there
Okay. Okay.
to survey what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Ritz.
Okay. I'm walking out to the middle of the street,
Okay.
seeing Bear just get.
Yeah, so at that point you can see, yeah, your partner's getting attacked here, and you can get an eye on this one here.
Okay.
That one's a little tougher to see now.
I'm gonna take a shot at the back of this fella.
Roll with advantage.
20.
Cool. Yep.
Crit, which is actually 28, guys. So let's just put that out there.
Cool.
And then it's gonna be 7 damage.
7 damage,
Yeah.
okay. Again, looking real hurt. Shoot this one, it manages to kind of find place between these like scraps of leather armor that he's wearing. Yeah, he's looking real rough. He's looking real rough. Bear, you've been flanked. The guy just stabs you. Captain King kind of saves you from the front. You turn around, you hear this huge growl as this person behind you has been hit with an arrow.
I shall try to use my great axe to kill him.
Please do.
So it's 16.
16 hits. Let's go.
Roll in the 10s.
And we have a 10.
No.
Sorry, 8. Sorry, 8.
8 damage?
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough.
Alright.
So you bury your great axe. Where do you bury it this time?
I'd like to bury it. So I went from the top down on the first one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go from the ground up on this
Round
one.
up. So you
And
come in up through the
It's my kill
groin,
tally.
just separates the guy at the leg, like the entirety of the leg is just removed. Just bleed. Yeah, he's dead. He's shot. That's great.
Jesus.
Then with my movement, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. Is the staircase or where's the staircase?
No, there's no staircase, so he's up on the roof. This is a staircase that leads kind of into that building.
He's into it.
Yeah.
And how much movement would it be to go in and then up?
Well, you'd have to know that there's roof access, and you don't know that.
And I don't know that. Okay, fine. So I'm technically how many feet away from him?
You'd have to climb up 10 feet and then another 10 feet to close that gap.
Oh, okay, screw it. Then I stay.
Okay.
You live in right here.
Okay, so 5, 25, 30. So I'll move here.
Okay.
So I go running after the action that's going on in there.
Cool. Felix.
I turn on the guy that just tried to hit me
Yep.
with
Yep.
my rapier,
Yep.
and 11.
11. I don't think that's it. Yeah, no, 11 does not hit.
Alright.
So he just knocks your sword aside with his scimitar on scimitar, and it's a pretty even fight, other than you're very heavily armored, and he is
So even, yeah.
very, very close to being dead already. Okay, so he's going to return that blow.
Heavy
Nope,
dice.
fucking hit. You're gonna have to roll like a 17
Let her
to
dance.
hit you.
Yeah.
What are the archers going to do? Archers are going to. Yeah, they've got to shoot you too, because they're trying to support their allies. They're going to. Oh, one is actually a 21.
That'll hit.
Fuck yeah! Let's go, bud. And then last one doesn't hit. Okay. Oh, and they roll a big 1 on that D8.
Mhm.
So that is 2 damage. 2 damage from the light crossbow.
Aw.
They're not
Oof.
they're not doing very
Ouch.
good. They're
Ow.
not doing very
Is that a
good.
mosquito?
Yeah, and that is all of the bandits. At this point, I think they have seen where this is headed, and they are going to try and leave. Yeah. So they're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's off of that. He's going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's down in that boat, and that guy's going to disappear off that side. Okay, brings him back to the top.
Would I have seen him leave?
You would have seen him leave his spot for sure.
Okay. Would I be to assume that he would have went that way?
Yeah, you would have seen him hop off and then hop
And
off
then
again.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm definitely going to. What's my 30?
Yeah, 30?
Yeah. So I can get to the edge.
20, 25, 30, and you can see him.
Okay, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast him again.
Eldritch blast that bitch.
That is 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll that in. Let's go.
7 this time.
7 damage is enough this time.
Okay,
So after
good.
being blasted twice by your energy,
Good.
get blasted again, and
We did it.
And he is down.
The healer did it.
The healer did it.
Okay.
He's down and out.
Do I have to be able to see him? Sorry, let me just check something. Can I see the guy that's down right here?
It would be really tough because
Okay.
there's a lot of traffic.
And
in
that's
that
all my
area.
movement, right? So I'm
That's
done.
all you're
Yeah, I'm
doing.
done.
Yeah. Okay. Ritz, what do you got?
This is still enemy, right?
That's an enemy.
That's
Yep.
still that.
Yep.
So I have 35 feet movement, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then can I shoot past
You can. It would be a disadvantage.
Felix?
Yeah. It would be a
Can I
disadvantage.
move my extra 5 there? Would that help?
It would not because
Disadvantage?
the barbarian is still in the way. and takes
Can I
a lot
yell
of
out
space.
something?
Yeah, it's always free action.
Okay, cool.
Scream out, yeah.
We're not gonna kill this man. We need him for questioning.
I'm like, I'm gonna not shoot him.
Hold off.
Yeah, that was my 35 feet, so I'm just moving towards the crowd, and that will be all.
Okay. There.
So I go around
Arrest him.
and then look at grappling him.
Okay. Contest the strength.
I'm trying to grab an arrow.
And this is at advantage because he's engaged with.
Just don't roll 2 natty lights, and then you're
You're
okay.
fine.
Okay.
Oh my
He
god.
can do natty light.
Okay, well, it's fine. You still managed to hold him as you are
Okay.
a massive man and this is a advantage. So
Wow.
He rolled.
You rolled double.
2 natty lights.
you roll 2 natty lights.
No, you.
No,
did.
8 and 1.
Oh, I only rolled 1.
Oh,
so
oh.
I'll roll. Just I don't get any advantage from this fraud. Okay. In that case, combat is over. You
Yeah.
dispatched everybody. You have
Good
one
first
bandit
combat,
that
guys.
you are holding. Did I fucking hit anybody?
It's me.
Yeah, you hit me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just trying to get like the balance.
You're also doing great.
Trying to get the balance down. Trying to get the balance down.
Good
Yeah, you
work.
did your best.
Good
Hey,
work.
I'm gonna try and kill you guys going forward.
Right. Do we want to pause there for hockey?
Yes, it's coming up in 13 minutes.
Cool.
So we could pause.
Well,
Up to you.
let's resolve. And then
Let's
we'll
resolve this.
put a. Okay, so you've got him grappled. Actually, Felix, it's your turn. Unless you're doing anything else, so you're just holding him.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Felix and be like, "You want to hit him alive?
Yes, we need him alive for questioning,
Hey, no problem, bro."
and then I'll get the captain to put handcuffs on him if Cap has some
He does not.
handcuffs.
I have
Not
rope.
handcuffs.
I have rope.
Perfect. That'll do. Giant.
Make a dex check.
Little bow.
Why do you
What happened?
try to hit it out of the ball?
All the time.
That's a 12.
This isn't the ballpark.
Doesn't know his own fucking strength.
So that's an
I'll roll.
This guy just threw it.
11.
Goes through the wall.
11. Okay, you think he is, as far as barbarians go, yeah, pretty good knot.
Okay.
Pretty good fucking
All
knot.
right.
I've heard this.
We've
I'm
heard
still
this.
holding him though. I'm still
I
holding him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like doubling down, you've got him tied, you're
Yeah.
holding him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna patch him up, but with my actual action.
You're gonna lay on hands.
I am.
At this point, he would actually have to. I mean, if you were laying on hands, it doesn't matter because he's got to roll a death save. He's failed it.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna just medical check him to get him up. No, we'll lay on hands. I don't know.
Camera's just turned off.
Why?
It clicked.
I heard
Oh
that.
shit, that's
Oh,
close.
shit.
Oh my god, don't worry. It's
Yeah,
no,
I'll
don't worry.
lay on
It's
hands for
waterproof
Oh, fuck
and
yeah.
council member.
whiteboard laminated.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Tiny. But I've noticed like with that light, it's just like I can see all the fingerprints all over it.
Oh, no.
From this angle, I can see like every little piece of fingerprint.
Yeah, lay on hands for this mother trucker.
Okay. Out of combat, dude.
Yeah, chill with the music. I need some nice
Oh,
like
sorry.
town music.
Do we want
like-
ambient? Do we want background?
So he gets
Ambient.
5 HP back and is stable.
Okay, great. At that point,
Stand up!
He does. He
Oh my god, his alarm just went off. He woke up.
Crash kind of wakes
It's a
up.
dream.
I'm
He looks around. He sees a tied up bandit. He sees this massive barbarian. He's just what's going on?
We were ambushed, sir.
Who are you? Who are you?
My name's Felix. Felix Wyatt
Let's see what-
Wyatt.
of the armed guards of
Wyatt.
army.
I recognize the name. Thank you. Thank you for your assistance. Who's the big guy?
Oh, hey,
Great
bro.
question.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
bro.
hey, man. My name's Dad.
I like to think I'm just like
Pleasure to meet you.
I like to think
Arbiter
I'm like
Crash.
walking
Nice to meet you. Over
closer,
there.
but like real slow, and I still
Yeah.
have my bow like kind of like.
So yeah, the arbiter kind of comes to, sees you guys. He sees like this elf kind of closing the distance. He goes, "Look out! There's one more!"
Oh no, she's with me, man. That's Ritz.
They've helped us. I'm not sure who they are, but they've helped us. That I know.
Okay.
We need to get you back to safety and to a medic.
He kind of looks over to the captain and he just goes, get Ms. Vysoren to her final resting place, please. Captain just kind of acknowledges and then starts leading the caravan away. At this point, the streets are quiet. For the first time, those thousands of people managed to scatter without trampling any one of you, so that was good. Good for you. He starts to lead them kind of down the road. And now Karash kind of being surrounded, got them tied up. And he goes, "We need to bring that criminal back to the
Liaison? I forget what the actual name is.
yeah, exactly right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The
the Lyceum,
Lyceum.
so that we can interview him.
Mm.
So please escort him back. Thank all of you. Do you have somewhere to stay tonight? Do you need anywhere? Do you need anywhere to go?
I kind of lean in and say, shouldn't you maybe bring them in too?
Yes.
At least for
Yes.
some reward.
Yeah, we should. You're right, Wyatt. Bring everybody back. Was there anybody else involved? Just kind of looks to you three.
I personally didn't see anyone else, sir.
So when I'm going in the boat, I grab the body that
Okay.
I killed, and
You
I'm
now have a
dragging
body?
it back up to the middle of the street.
Fuck yeah.
He sees like this tiefling now dragging this dead human body. He goes, "Look out! There's another one!"
And I put up one hand and kind of drop the human behind me. I go, whoa. I mean no harm. I just saw this man try to get away.
Anybody
I
see?
killed
Did
him.
anybody see this tiefling?
Yeah, I think he saved me back there.
I did.
My like bow is drawn on him, and I imagine it like, you know, in movies when like a bomb goes off and someone can like hear their own like heartbeat in their head. Like I'm freaking the fuck out seeing this guy.
Yeah.
Like straight up like dead eyes, like looking at you.
I don't
Hey,
think I-
calm your friend down.
Yeah, hey Ritz, it's
I'm
alright.
gonna use Divine Sense.
Okay.
As an action, I can detect good and evil. So I know their location and everything like that, but I know if they are good or evil. And I'm using it on this tiefling.
Sure.
And I'm slowly like backing away, trying to get to Bear because you're the only
Okay.
person I know.
Detect.
It's just, as an action, you can open your awareness to good and evil. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You know their type, but not their identity. So,
Okay.
a zombie, but not like Captain Zombie Blade.
Yeah.
You also detect the presence of any place or object that is being consecrated or desecrated as within the hollow spell. and I can use this once plus my charisma per long rest.
So you do detect a fiend, essentially. I mean, that's a tiefling in front of you.
Oh shit. Yep. Half. Oh, but no good.
Whoa.
Well, it's a tiefling, so you can see, if you're using that, you can detect a fiend. That's what you can see, right? You can't see identity. You just see a tiefling with their hands up in front of you.
Yeah. I mean no harm.
If you were here, you're coming for questioning anyways. Dude,
I understand.
you, Goliath, you have another rope.
Let me check my inventory. I hardly believe that's necessary. I did notice the fight and I decided to help. I brought this dead body of one of these.
So you will come freely of your own will.
He helped me.
I suppose. Yes, I noticed you get hit, by the
Yeah.
way, big man.
He did help me with the other guy who was trying to stab me.
And I'll just use my I don't know what it's called for that. I'll use my
Obviously. Obviously,
where is
it's
it?
that thing that I.
it's that thing I have.
I think
where
it's
I can do
obvious
the
that you
thing.
can use.
Obviously,
The thing I
it's
can
the
do
thing
with
I
the
do.
thing,
Thing I can do.
my healing light,
Okay.
to pass it over to Sir
The orc, half
Sir
orc.
Orc half orc over here,
Okay.
and he'll heal 4.
I'll have to get it.
He'll heal 4 damage
Okay.
to your weapon. 4 damage.
Wait,
You can
oh,
heal
the
4.
Goliath.
To the
Oh,
Goliath
for
or
me,
the half orc?
Yeah,
half
yeah.
orc. Or the half orc. Sure.
Which one?
I thought you got hit.
The Goliath.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
Goliath.
Heal
Yes.
up the Goliath.
I was talking to the Goliath.
Okay.
And you heal me by
The
what?
guy standing up for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna heal.
yeah.
4? Perfect. I'm right back
Rash
to
still
normal.
kind of on his ass. He goes, all right, well, if you're coming freely, then come. We need to talk about what just happened with the rest of the council.
Very well.
And with that, you guys head back to the Lyceum.
Break.